Welcome to Ridgy. Now we are starting the new chapter, that is a 3D coordinate system. And when you look at this 3D coordinate system, the weightage of this 3D coordinate system chapter is, when comes to IP, they will ask for 9 marks. Out of this 9 marks, 7 marks question and 1 2 marks question. This is the weightage of this IP. And when comes to MSET, they will ask for 2 marks and 2 questions from this chapter. And when comes to JEE mains, JEE mains, so they will ask for 4 marks and 1 question there is a possibility to get from this chapter. The weightage of the 3D coordinate system, that is in IP, 9 marks they will ask for 1 7 marks question, 1 2 marks question, and in MSET 2 marks 2 questions will be getting a possibility to get 2 questions from this chapter. In JEE mains, 4 marks question, 4 marks will get 1 question there is a possibility to get from this chapter. This is the weightage of this chapter. And when comes to 3D coordinate system, in earlier classes we learned about 2D coordinate system. 2D coordinate system, that is having only 2 axes, that is this one, this is x axis and this is y axis, having only 2 coordinate system, x and y axis, having only 1 plane, this is 1 plane here. So this is all about 2D coordinate system. All about this 2D coordinate system we learned about in earlier classes here. Now we are going to discuss about 3D coordinate system. Here if you look at this diagram, this is having 3 axes. This is nothing but x axis, y axis, z axis. X, y, z. Here we are getting 3 axes. 3 axes, that is first one is x axis and the second one is y axis and third one is the new one, that is z axis. Here this z axis is newly introduced here, and these 3 axes are perpendicular to each other. If you look at this one, so I will explain this. Here this is a 3D coordinate system. If you look at this one, this is x axis and this is y axis and this is z axis. Here this is nothing but x axis, y axis, this is 2D coordinate system. And if you look at this one, x, y and this is z1, this is a 3D coordinate system. Here order pair of this one, order pair of 2D coordinate system is x comma y. This is the order pair of 2D coordinate system. Now when you look at into the 3D coordinate system, the order pair will be, this is the order pair of the coordinate system, P of x comma y comma z. Here the order pair of 3D coordinate system is P of x comma y comma z. This is the order pair of a 3D coordinate system. And the origin of 3D coordinate system is, the 3D coordinate system origin is, this is 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0. Here where x coordinate, x ordinate, y ordinate, z ordinate, these 3 are 0. This is the origin of this 3D coordinate system. This is a 3D coordinate system. This is x axis and this is y axis, this is z axis. Here this is the 3D coordinate system, like this. This is the x, this is y and this is z here. Now this is the origin for the 3D coordinate system, that is origin 0 comma 0 comma 0. When comes to 2D coordinate system, that is only 0 comma 0. This is x ordinate, this is y ordinate. Here one more axis is included, that is 0, that is x, y, z. Z axis is newly introduced here. This is all about the 3D coordinate system. And now when you look at the coordinate of a point in a position. Here this is a point I am taking here. This is a point in 3D coordinate system. This is a point in 3D coordinate system. This is the 3D coordinate system. I am taking a point here. I am taking a point here. This position of this point says this is nothing but P of x comma y comma z. This is P of x comma y comma z. This is the position of a point P in 3D coordinate system. This is completely space. In this space, if you take any point, that is P of x comma y comma z. This x ordinate will say the distance from the origin on x axis, and this y ordinate will say the distance from origin to the y axis. This z ordinate will say the distance from origin to z axis. This is nothing but the position of a point in 3D coordinate system, that is nothing but P of x comma y comma z here. And when you look at to the rectangular Cartesian coordinate system, the heading name is rectangular Cartesian coordinate system. In the first point is let x o dash and y o dash and z o dash are mutually perpendicular at space O is called origin. Here this is a x axis, this is a y axis, this is a z axis, and these three lines are, this is x o x y. Similarly I am writing here, this is, generally we know, this is x and this is x dash, this is y and this is y dash. This is nothing but origin O, and now here this is 2D coordinate system. Now we are introducing the new axis, that is this is z axis, this is z axis, this is z and z dash, and here this is the origin. Origin is having the ordinate 3 here, 0 comma 0 comma 0. This is x dash and y dash and z dash. These three are x o dash and y o dash and z o dash are mutually perpendicular to each other. Here each and every coordinate system is perpendicular to each other here, like this. So this is x, this the intersection of these three lines is origin here. This is x dash, this is y dash and this is z dash. This is nothing but the axes are mutually perpendicular to here. Here each and everything is perpendicular 90 degrees each other. If you compare with x and y, this is 90 degrees perpendicular each other, and if you compare with y and z also mutually perpendicular, and x and z also mutually perpendicular here. Each and every plane, this is each and every line, x o dash, this x o dash and y o dash, y o dash and z o dash are mutually perpendicular to each other in a 3D coordinate space, 3D coordinate system. This is all about the first point. And now if you increase like this one, what will happen? This is a x o dash, and this is, if you erase this one, this is z dash. Now this is y dash. Here this is 3D coordinate system, x y z. This is a 3D space here, x o dash, y o dash and z o dash. This is a 3D space here. This is nothing but origin here. And the second point, lines x o dash, y o dash, and z o dash. These are the lines here. These are the three lines. These three lines are mutually perpendicular each other, and these are called x o dash is nothing but, this is nothing but x o dash. This line is nothing but x axis, and here y o dash, this complete line can be called as y axis, and this complete line z o dash is nothing but z axis. Here how many axes are there? Three axes. The line x o dash is x axis, and the line y o dash is nothing but y axis, and the z o dash is nothing but z axis. These three axes are perpendicular to each other, mutually perpendicular. If you compare any two axes, they both are perpendicular each other. That is the meaning of mutually perpendicular each other here. Now here the plane passing through x o x dash and y o y dash is called xy plane. Here similarly, observe here, this x o x dash here, x o x dash, and y o y dash, and z o z dash are nothing but xy plane. Here x o x dash and y o y dash is completely is nothing but we can call xy plane. The space is nothing but xy plane, and similarly you can take yz here, yz and zx, yz and zx. You can take xy plane, this space here. If you see the diagrammatical way, these are x dash, y dash, z dash. The intersection is nothing but origin here. This complete plane is called xy plane, and this complete plane is called xz plane. This complete plane is called yz plane here. So these are the three planes. The space, completely space is called as plane here. The line is nothing but the line. This line is axis. The space is called, the one side space is called plane here. One side space is called plane here, and the line is nothing but axis here. One line is nothing but axis here. This is all about this point here. And the next one, xy, yz, zx planes are called coordinate planes, and they are mutually perpendicular. Here this is xy, this is xy here, this is xy, and similarly yz, this is yz, this is, if you look at this one, if you turn like this, this is yz, this is xy, this is yz, and this is zx, this is zx. Here xy, yz and zx. If you look at this one, xy, this is xy. If you turn like this, this is yz, and if you turn like this, zx. So these three planes are xy, yz, zx are all mutually perpendicular each other. Mutually perpendicular each other, and here lines are also perpendicular each other, and at the same time planes are also mutually perpendicular each other. Here this is all about this point. xy and yz and zx planes are coordinate planes, are mutually perpendicular each other. This is xy plane, and this is yz plane, and this is zx plane. Here this is xy plane, this place, and this is nothing but yz plane, and this is xz plane. Here three planes are there. So these three planes are mutually perpendicular to each other. This is all about this point here. And then this system of coordinate system completely called as rectangular coordinate system here. The complete package of axis and origin and plane is nothing but rectangular Cartesian coordinate system. This complete package is nothing but rectangular coordinate Cartesian system here. If you look at this one, this is one coordinate, this is nothing but, this is x axis, y axis, this is simply we can call it as, this is x axis, this is y axis, this is z axis. This is xy plane, and this is, if you turn like this is yz plane, and if you turn like this is xz plane. xy, yz and zx plane. This space is called plane. This space is called plane. This place is called plane. These three planes are perpendicular each other, and these three axes are perpendicular each other. This is xy plane. This is this space, one side, this part vertical space is nothing but this is yz plane, and this base is nothing but this is xz plane. Here these three planes are mutually perpendicular each other, and if I am placing like this, if I am placing like this, here if I am placing this is x o, the intersection of these three lines is origin. This intersection of these three lines is origin here. This complete red sketch is x axis, this black one is y axis, this blue one is z axis here. So the intersection of these three lines is origin, and this complete line is x axis, this complete sketch is y axis, this complete line is z axis. X O x dash, y O y dash, z O z dash. Here this is all about the 3D coordinate system here, and this is a rectangle. The package of all this thing is a rectangular coordinate system. And the next topic is position of a point of a coordinate 3D coordinate system. Here this is an x axis, and this is a y axis, this is x axis, this is y axis. Now I am taking, this is the z axis, I am taking z axis in black in color to identify easily. This is z axis and this is z dash, and this is x axis x dash, and this is y dash. Here this is a point of intersection of these three lines is nothing but origin, and the point will be 0, 0, 0. The ordinates are three ordinates in the point here, and if I am taking any point on a plane, this is a point, the position of this point is P of x comma y comma z. Here x is some value, y is some value, z is also some value. For example, if it is at like this, and this is the position of this point, position of the point. For example, it is at 1 degree, the point is 1, 2, 3. Then the position of the point is x axis, 1 unit from the x axis, 2 units from the z axis, and 3 units from the 1 unit from the x axis, 2 units from the y axis, 3 units from the z axis. Then the position of the point is 1, 2, 3. So we can write in that same way, we can write many points on this 3 coordinate system. Now here the position of point we have to discuss here. Position of point. Position of point in this coordinate system, in this 3D coordinate system. If you take a point on x axis, then the points, if point on x axis, then y coordinate and z coordinate will become 0 here. So if a point lies on x axis, then y ordinate and z ordinate will become 0, and the second point, this is the first point, and the second point, if point lies on y-axis, if a point lies on y-axis, then x value and y value, z value become 0 here. If a point lies on y-axis, then x value and z value will become 0, and if point lies on z-axis, then the point x value and y value will become 0 here. Here, if a point lies on z-axis, that is nothing but like this. If a point lies on z-axis anywhere on this line, it is anywhere on this line, it is anywhere on this line. If you take any point on this z-axis, then x value and y value will become 0. If a point lies on x-axis anywhere of the line, then y value and z value will become 0. If a point lies on y-axis, then x value, z value will become 0. And if a point lies on z-axis, x value and y value become 0 here. And the next one, position of a point on axis, it is on axis, and position of a point on plane. Here the position of a point on a line on an axis here. Now the topic is position of a point on a plane here. If you take, this is a xy plane, this is xy plane, this complete line is nothing but xy plane. If a point lies on xy plane, what will happen here? If a point lies on xy plane, then z value will be 0 here. If a point lies on xy plane, this is P1, then z value will become 0, that is nothing but x comma y comma 0. Here x comma 0 comma 0, here x 0 comma y comma 0, here 0 comma z. This is the example point here. You can substitute any value here, you can substitute any value here, you can substitute any value here. That is this is the position of the point here. Now if your point lies on xy plane, this is P1, xy plane, then z value will become 0. That is, what is the value here? So that is x comma y comma 0. Here you can substitute xy with any value. And the next point is, if a point lies on yz plane, if a point lies on yz plane, then x value will be 0, that is yz. This is the position of, you can substitute yz values with any values here. The position of yz plane here, the position of yz, this is the position of yz. Here I am taking a point here, this is the position of yz plane here. So you can take, this is P2 here, this P2 is 0 comma yz. Here x coordinate will be 0 here, x coordinate will be 0 here. This is the position. If the point lies on yz plane, then x is equal 0, that is 0 comma y comma z. And the next one is, if a point lies on zx plane, if a point lies on zx plane, then y value will be 0 here. Then the position of the point like this, x comma 0 comma z. Here if the position of point lies on xz plane, that is nothing but, this is the xz plane, the base is nothing but xz plane, this is the point here, this is the P3, and the position of point x comma 0 comma z here, this is the position of the point lies on xz plane here. So this is the point here, x comma 0 comma z, where you can substitute the any values with x and z. You can find the position of the point lies on xz plane. This is all about the position of the point on axis. This is the position of point on plane here. This is the position of point on axis. This is the position of point on a plane. Here if the point lies on x-axis, this is the point, you can substitute with any values here. If the position of point lies on y-axis, 0 comma y comma 0. If the position of a point lies on z-axis, that is 0 comma 0 comma z. And if the position of a point lies on plane, this is plane here, this is plane, and this is line here, this is plane, and this is also plane, and this is also plane here. So simply you can take this, I am erasing this one, this is a xy plane, this is a yz plane, and this is a zx plane. So xy plane, yz plane, zx plane. So three planes are there here. So if a point lies on xy plane, then z is equal 0, that is x comma y comma 0. If a point lies on yz plane, then x is equal 0, that is 0 comma y comma z. And if a point lies on zx plane, then y is equal 0, that is x comma 0 comma z. This is the position of the point here. Now the next topic will be octant. Octants. Generally in 2D coordinate system, this is the 2D coordinate system, this is x, x dash, y dash. I am comparing clearly here. This is the 2D coordinate system. How many quadrants are there here? Here quadrant, quadrants. Quad is nothing but 4. 4 quadrants are there here. This is Q1, and this is Q2, and this is Q3, and this is Q4. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. This is Q2 here. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. X, O dash, X, O, Y is a Q1, and Y, O, X dash, O dash. X dash O Y is nothing but second quadrant. Next X O Y dash, X dash O Y dash is third quadrant, and X O Y dash is the fourth quadrant here. Here for 2D coordinate system we have 4 quadrants here. Here quadrants, 4 quadrants here. This is the all about 2D coordinate system. When comes to 3D coordinate system, x, x dash, now this is y, y dash. Now I am taking z axis. This is origin O, that is 0 comma 0 comma 0 I am taking here. Now this is nothing but z, this is z dash here. Now octants, here how many octants are there here? This is x, O, y. See here, this is completely 8 octants here. Octa is nothing but 8 quadrant, 8 tans, 8 ants, 8 parts are there, 8 parts are there. Here 4 parts are there in coordinate system. For 3D coordinate system 8 parts are there. So that's why octant we can call it is here. Now if you see the diagrammatical representation for this one, this is generally x, y, z. This is origin, x, y, z. This is one octant here, one part of octant, one part of octant here. This is one part of octant O1. This is octant 1. This is octant 1, quadrant 1, like this here, quadrant 1, here octant 1. This is one part of octant. This x, all are positive here, positive, all are positive here, x, y, y dash. Here 1 2 1 2 3, here minus 1 minus 2 minus 3, here x dash side we are getting negative values, here 1 2 3, here positive value, here minus 1 minus 2 minus 3, here negative value, here 1 2 3, here 1 2 3, here positive values, here minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 are negative values on z axis, positive values on x axis, positive values on y axis, positive values on here, positive values on z axis, here positive value, negative values in x axis, negative values on z x axis, negative values on y axis, negative values on z axis here. So this is the octant 1, positive x axis, positive y axis, positive z axis, this is octant 1, O1, this is O1 here. Similarly, how many types of octants, how many parts of octants are there here? 8 parts of octants are there here. So I am taking, this is x axis, y axis, this is x axis, y axis here, this is x axis and this is y axis. The intersection, the perpendicular intersection of these two lines is x and y axis, and one more axis is intersecting to these two axes mutually perpendicular to each other. This is x o x dash. The intersection of these three lines is origin here. This is x dash, x o x dash, y o y dash, z o z dash here. Here, if you look at this part, here one part, it is like a cube, here. So this is one part, this is two part, this is three part, this is four part, this is five part, this is six part, seven parts, 8 parts. Here how many parts are there here? If you look at this one, 1 2 3 4, back side 1 2 3 4, like this 8 octants are there here, 8 octants are there here. How many octants are there? 8 octants. Here for this one, the xyz part 1 octant, here back side of xyz part 1 more octant, here this one xyz 3 and this is 4, this is 5 and this is 6, this is 7, this is 8. Completely 8 octants are there, O1, O2, O3, O4, O5, O6, O7, O8. This is the graphical representation. This is 1, 2 back side. And here if you look at, this is 1, this is back side, this is 3rd, this is 4th, this is 5th, this is 6th, this is 7th, this is 8. Completely 8 octants are there in the 3D coordinate system. 3D coordinate system. Here in 3D coordinate system, 8 octants are there. Here this is 1 octant, then this back side 1 more octant, this is O1, this is O1 and this is O2, O3, O4, O5, O6, O7, O8. Completely 8 parts are there. If you look at this one, this is like a cube. Simply the front side we are getting 1 2 3 4 and similarly back side we are getting 1 2 3 4. Total 8 octants we are getting here. This is all about octants and the positive values of octants here. What are the types of octants here? Types of octants. Octants. Octants and x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Here 3 values are there, octant 1, octant 2, octant 3, x coordinate, these are coordinates here, coordinates, x coordinate, y coordinate and z coordinates. Here how many octanes are there here? Octanes. The first one is OXYZ, O1, OXYZ. Here all are positive here. This is O1, O1 here, this is O1. O1 is nothing but OXYZ. All are positive here. OXYZ. This is all are positive here. In the X ordinate will be positive, Y ordinate will be positive, and Z ordinate will be positive here. I am showing graphically here. So here these are three coordinate system. This is the three coordinate system here I am taking. This is X, O dash, X O, X dash, Y O, Y dash, and this is Z O, Z dash here. So X O, X dash, Y O, Y dash, Z O, Z dash. Similarly I am taking here. So first quadrant I am taking here, X O, Y O, X, Y, Z. This is the first part, first quadrant I am taking. In this first quadrant all are positive, X, Y, Z values are positive. I am taking octant 2 here. So O X dash Y Z, O X dash Y dash. This is nothing but O X dash Y Z. This is the back side of this one. This O X dash Y Z, O X dash Y Z, O X dash Y Z. This is the second quadrant. Here the positive value will be, this is the X coordinate will be negative. Why? Because on X dash we are getting the values. So that is X will be negative and the remaining values are positive here. And the third octant O3, and the third octant O3 here, O X dash Y dash Z, O X dash Y dash, O X dash Y dash Z here, O X dash Y dash Z here. So where you can get both X values and Y values will be negative and the Z value will be positive here. And octant 4 here I am taking O X Y dash Z, O X Y dash Z, O X Y dash Z here, O X Y dash Z. This is for this one we are getting X value will be, X coordinate will be positive, Y dash we on Y dash we are getting negative values, on Z dash Z we will get the positive values. And the octant 5 here, O X Y Z dash. On this quadrant, on this octant O X Y Z dash, O X Y Z dash. In this octant here we are getting X value will be positive and Y value will be positive and the Z value will be negative here. And the octant 6 here, and the next octant O X dash Y Z dash, O X dash Y Z dash. Here we are getting X coordinate X dash is there. So on X axis it is negative, on Y it is positive, on Z it is negative. O X dash and Y Z dash. This is the quadrant here. This is the quadrant. On this quadrant the X ordinate will be negative, Y ordinate will be positive and the Z ordinate will be negative. And the octant 7 O X Y dash Z dash, O octant Y dash Z dash. Here X value will be positive and Y will be negative, Z will be negative. And the final one, this is O7, and the final octant this is O8. Here O X dash Y dash Z dash. Here all the values will be negative for this octant here. How many octants are there here? O1, O2, O3, O4, O5, O6, O7, O8. Here 8 octants here. 8 octants are there in this combination. This is one octant, this is backside one more, and this is third one, this is the fourth one, this is the fifth one, this is the sixth one. Here bottom of this one, sixth, seventh one, this is eighth one. In this eighth one we are getting all are negative here. This is the position of the point coordinate system of x, y, z here. Then the point in the first quadrant, in the first octant here, x comma y comma z. The point in a second octant here, minus x comma y comma z here. And here I am taking the point I am taking here. So point of first octant is p of x comma y comma z. Point of second octant, that is minus x comma y comma z. Point of third octant is minus x minus y z here, and point of fourth octant, that is x comma minus y comma z here. Point of fifth octant is x comma y comma minus z here. Point of sixth octant is minus x comma y comma minus z here, and point of seventh octant is x comma minus y comma minus z here. Point of eighth octant is here minus x comma minus y comma minus z here. This is all about the position of a point in different types of octants. Here we have 8 types of octants and 8 types of coordinates here, and this position of the point here. This is all about this one here. And the next point is next point, the distance between 2 points here. Distance between 2 points in 3D coordinate system. The distance between 2 points in a 3D coordinate system, that is so generally 2D coordinate system, here this is an x-axis, x dash y dash here. So here this is a, this is b here. So this is x comma y, x1 comma y1, this is b, x2 comma y2. The distance between these 2 points here, we have y square root of y2 minus y1 in whole square plus x2 minus x1 whole square. In that way, similarly, the distance between two, this is 2D. Now 3D here. This is z, this is z dash, and this is x, y dash, this is x dash, and this is x here, this is origin here. Now if I am taking a point A, and this point is x1 comma y1 comma z1, and I am taking one more point here, B is that is x2 comma y2 comma z2. This is the position of the point, this is the position of the point. Here the distance between these 2 points, if you want to find the distance between these 2 points, here therefore the distance between two points in a 3D coordinate system, 3D coordinate system is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. Here in 2D coordinate system we have a formula square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z only 2 up to here only. Here this part is extended for the 3D coordinate system. The distance between any 2 points in a 3D coordinate system is the first, if the first point is a of x1 y1 z1 and b of x2 y2 z2, then the distance between 2 points is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square and plus z2 minus z1 whole square. This part is extra included in this 3D coordinate system. And the next one is, if the distance between here, this is the 3D coordinate system and this is the 3D coordinate system. For this 3D coordinate system, the distance between origin to a point on a plane, that is A, this is the point A here. So the distance between origin to x1 comma y1 comma z1 O to A, origin to a point, that is, therefore the distance between origin to a point on a 3D coordinate system is square root of x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square. Simply this is the formula here. Here x2 minus 0, that is x1 square, y2 minus 0, that is y1 square, z2 minus 0, that is z1 square. This is the formula of to find the distance between origin to point in a 3D coordinate system is square root of x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square. This is all about this point. And perpendicular distance. Perpendicular, and the next topic is perpendicular distance to a axis is here. If you take a point, it is on this is 3D coordinate system. X, y, z, z dash, y dash, sorry, this is x dash, this is y dash. Here this is the origin here. If a point P is on x perpendicular to x axis, if a point is perpendicular to x axis, first point, if a point P of x comma y comma z is perpendicular to a point P, if a point P is perpendicular to x axis, then it is square root of y square plus z square. Here if a point is perpendicular to x axis, then the value will be y square square root of y square plus x square. And if a point P is perpendicular to y axis, then the value will be square root of x square plus z square. And if a point P is perpendicular to z axis, then the distance is square root of x square plus y square. Here, if a point is perpendicular to x-axis, this is the value here, y square plus z square, y square plus z square. If a point is perpendicular to y-axis, then the value will be x square root of x square plus z square. And if a point is perpendicular to z-axis, then the distance between this one is square root of x square plus y square here. This is all about perpendicular to a point, and the perpendicular to plane here. Perpendicular distance to a plane in a 3D coordinate system. To a plane in 3D coordinate system. Here, if you take a point, if you take a point here, this is the 3D coordinate system. In last case, a point is perpendicular to this axis and perpendicular to this axis and perpendicular to this axis. Here, in this case, perpendicular to plane here, this space, perpendicular to this place and this place and this place, middle of this each plane here, if you assume that like this, perpendicular to not this line here, perpendicular to plane. This is complete plane. If you take, this is one plane, this is one plane, this is like this, we have several planes here. If a point P is perpendicular to xy plane, then the value is, then it is mod of z. And one more point is, if a point P is perpendicular to yz plane, this is xy plane, this is yz plane, then it is mod of x value. And if a point P is perpendicular to x axis or x axis, you can take x axis, xz plane here. Now then it is modulus value of y value here. So if a point is perpendicular to xy plane, then the value it is mod z value. If a point is perpendicular to yz plane, then the value will be modulus of y value, modulus of x value here. So if a point P is perpendicular to xz plane, x and z plane, then the value will be modulus of y value here. This is all about this perpendicular concept here. This is all about the first session of the 3D coordinate system. In next session we will discuss about some more concepts of a 3D coordinate system. Thank you.